So figured I'd take you on a little tour through my room and all the computers I own. Seems to be a hobby of mine that I unintentionally just started collecting computers. So let's check it out. So this one you see right here, let's take a little look. Ah, there he is there. You can see him under there. That used to be my old gaming PC. It's got a 1060 NVIDIA, only the 3 gig version. There's Gabby Cat. And yeah, the computer is like an i5. I believe it's like a 3400. Like it's kind of old, but it served me well. So basically, it's my internet computer. Like it's pretty much the. I honestly have the option to connect all of them to the internet, but usually it just has the internet wire in it, and most of the other computers don't have the internet into them. But yeah, my main computer, Linux Mint currently. I've kind of been running Linux Mint for, I believe most of this year, sometime at the start of the year. Yeah, I've had Manjaro and Pop! OS on here. Pop! OS was my favorite for a long time, but I was just finding it was kind of getting slow, and this is kind of an older computer, so I switched it to Linux. But yeah, I honestly, it's kind of a cool computer because I have 3 hard drives in it, one solid state for the operating system, two separate 1 terabytes, and then I run. This is a digital audio converter here that runs back behind all my CDs there, and you can see more CDs because I have to build shelves, and that runs into my stereo system, so I get really good quality because I like to buy Bandcamp files and play them on my stereo system. You can see my speakers there. Yeah, that about wraps it up for this computer. So we'll take a look at this guy here. So we'll boot this one up right now. Okay, now this computer is really old. Like, I honestly, truth be told, I don't overly care about what's in it. Like, it's probably like a dual core or something like that. It says Windows 7 there. But I use this computer, and it used to actually be down there. I had a different setup. I used to keep it there for ripping CDs, but I find I'm ripping CDs more and more lately. So yeah, I use this little program right here, and as you can see, it's got like a little Wi-Fi stick in it, and I don't overly need the internet, but sometimes this program has to pull from the internet, so just so I can get all the tags and the names for the CD. Yeah, I rip my files to FLAC because then I can transfer them to the other computer and I can listen to them through my DAC, which plays through my stereo. But that's pretty much the only function of this computer. The other one, it has a spot for a CD, but it's a huge pain because it's like under the desk. As you can see, it's like built. There's a spot under the desk. I've kept that computer there forever. Anyways, let's go take a look over at my main gaming rig right here. And you can see, I should have pointed that out. I have 2, what do you call these? XG270 27-inch gaming monitors, 240 hertz. So yeah, I can sit down here, can play games. This computer mainly is used. Check out this cool controller. That's the standard controller, there's nothing special about it. But I bought this thing. I think is cool because I think I've turned it into a 16-foot wire now, and I can sit anywhere. So don't mind this ugly table, I'll explain it in a sec. The reason I had to like go fully wired mostly is because I think there's like some sort of interference here, and it seems to happen a little more closer to this side, and that's quite possible because the like furnace is back there, the wireless router's back there. I'm not sure what's going on, but yeah, cats are here chilling. That sweater, they love that sweater, by the way. That's just sits there now because they've taken over that sweater. But if I was to play games here, this kitty wouldn't be here, and I'd be sitting back like this, And yeah, that's where I'd be sitting. And this table would be moved over here. I'll get to that in one sec. But yeah, I'd sit back here and I'd play, well, in this case, Tony Hawk's. But yeah, let's keep going. Let's keep moving along to more computers. Before we get into this one with the weird paint and stuff on it, we'll get into that in one sec. I have this one hooked up to my plasma TV, and this is kind of temporary because I want to beat this game. But I believe I forgot to mention that this PC, so it has a really good solid state in it. So that's got a 970 Samsung, I believe that's the one. So it's like super quick. 16 gigs of RAM, which is a Ryzen 7, I believe. So it's pretty good. I can get pretty high frame rates, not incredible. It's got a AMD 6600, is it Radeon? I think it's a Radeon. I wanted that because I wanted Linux on the computer, and I always want to do Linux. So, but this tower right here, it's a very old computer, not as old as that one I showed you, but it's pretty, I believe it's like exactly 5 years old, and I believe it's a AMD quad core, very low, whatever, kind of a useless. I just had it laying around still. It got paint from my kids. It used to be one of the kids' old computers, and yeah, they like to paint a lot. So anyways, I wanted to play this game, and I had a heck of a time getting this game to work, but on a plasma TV seems to net me the best results. It wasn't working very good on, well, actually it didn't really matter if it was Linux or Windows because I ran it across all sorts of graphic cards, whatever. Couldn't get the game to lock to 120. So anyways, it's on the plasma. So I built this crappy table, which you see right here, just for the purpose of beating this game. So this is kind of a temporary solution. This computer has Windows on it, and the only kind of things that I really even keep Windows on for is if I ever have to mess around with my Wii's, because I find that that stuff doesn't work good with Linux, and it's super old, right? Like, what's the Wii, like 2006 or 7? So yeah, I built this though. This is like me sitting here now, and then imagine me playing. So I feel that's going to be pretty good to play this game. This is Legend of Grimrock 2. Forgot if I said that or not. GOG game. But yeah, I hope this works out. We got a couple more computers. Let's get into it. So yeah, I got this other one here, and this was given to me by my grandparents. They didn't need it anymore. People know that I collect towers. I really don't think I have any need for any more. I can't really put all these to use, but got me thinking about this one, and I honestly think that this one is better than that one there. It says it's an i5. I'm going to put that Legend of Grimrock game on this, and we'll boot it up. I think I have Pop! OS on this. Could be Linux Mint. Don't remember, but let's turn it on, hook it up to here, and see what's going on. So yeah, I hooked up this other computer, which is this guy that I showed you right there. And yeah, this guy had Linux Mint on it. I thought it had Pop! OS. Doesn't have a graphics card like integrated Intel or something like that. But I believe it has 12 CPUs. Is that a thing? That's what it said when I looked it up. So yeah, it doesn't seem to have any issue on that. If I run this game on low, I feel like I get better performance on this one than I do on the other old computer, which is that guy there that I showed you. But yeah, I'm probably going to play this game, and probably sitting back here on this crappy desk that I built just so I can play this on my plasma TV. Obviously, I'll take the frame time runner off. That will have to stay, just for burn-in. I've never really had an issue with burn-in on the plasma. I run the brightness really low, so usually not too worried about that. But yeah, that covers all the desktop computers. I got one more little computer to show you. Let's take a look. So yeah, this is just a crappy old laptop, and I mostly just use this guy for watching movies. But now that I've just recently discovered this GOG Games, which you just seen the whatever that game's called, Legend of Grimrock, I might start buying more games, and then when we take this on vacation, I can load this up with games because you don't need an internet connection, right? So that's great too. But yeah, I like to rip my movies, and then yeah, you can just watch movies on here too. And there's nothing special about this. Really crappy. It's really dirty too. I don't even know what the heck's on. Looks like looks like the same paint crap's on this one too. But anyways, hope you enjoyed this tour of all my computers. I have quite a bit, and as you can see, I think I forgot to mention that that's the main desktop one I use to connect to the internet. I am editing this video right now on that computer. Hope you enjoyed this video. Have a good day.